scary experience. I've had multiple scary experiences, but the worst one was when I was driving home. For Christmas, I drove to Colorado because I didn't want to, I didn't want to fly there and not have a car because it's miserable. So I drove, and I am in the middle of the night, and I pull over at this gas station because my
I think it's Candace.
come out tire pressure light was on, and I didn't know when I would get to the next gas station, and my tire pressure light had been on for an hour, and I was so freaked out. I thought that I had a flat. And I just pulled up to the first place that had air, and there was barely any lights on at this gas station. There was one car, and no one around. It was in this dead town. And I pull up, and I just already had this really sick feeling in the pit of my stomach, it was just a bad situation. But I knew that if I didn't fill up my tires, that I might not make it to the next town. And so it was like a movie. So I get out, and I turn on the air thing, and it's so low pressure that it's barely coming out. And I find out, I check my tire pressure first, and I find out that 2 of my tires are 10 under what they should be. So I'm by myself. So I get this thing, and I'm filling up my front tire. I get it full enough, and I'm just shaking. Seriously, all I have at this point is pepper spray in my pocket. And every time I get out of my car, by habit, I lock the door. So my keys are in my pocket, my pepper spray is in the other pocket. I'm doing this. I get to my back tire, and I'm sitting there like this. And I'm my back is to a forest, and I'm just filling in my tire, and my heart is beating, and I don't know why. I just felt something, literally footsteps. I start hearing footsteps this fast, step, 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 step. They're getting closer on this gravel behind me, and I'm holding this thing in, and for a second you're so shocked that you don't know what to do, so you kind of freeze. And I literally turn over my shoulder, and there's this kid, I don't know, in his 20s, maybe younger, with this zip up hoodie, striped black and gray hoodie over his head with the strings, and both of his hands in his pockets, walking straight at me. And I literally got up and dropped the nozzle, and grabbed my front car door. And for some reason this time I didn't lock my door. The one time I didn't lock it, I opened it literally in a flying leap and shut it behind me and hit lock, and he stood at my window staring into my window. And I just started my car and drove away.
Oh my god.
It was so scary. I didn't know what he was gonna do, but he looked have y'all seen that movie, Last House on the Left?
Yeah. Oh my god, that movie's terrifying.
He looked like the kid from the store that's stealing candy.
Shit.
Did you see that movie, right? It's just this little kid looks like a
normal everyday looking kid.
a normal everyday looking kid, but with long hair and kind of a sick look in his eyes. I don't know. You can just tell when you look at people that something's just not right in their eyes.
Not all the time, though. That's the scariest part.
Sometimes you can. With this kid, I definitely could have looked like he was on drugs. And so after that, I was for Christmas, I want a gun.
Yeah, what kind of gun do you have?
And a 38. I have a little 38, revolver.
Same, nice stuff.
Yeah, and it's black. It's all black.